Welcome back to the channel. Today we are reacting to the last two songs of The Man Who Sold the World album by David Bowie because I don't have the footage of other songs because I lost them. Anyways, he's going to review the other songs though for you. So we still have that. So it's not just like we're listening to two random songs from the album. Okay, let's start it off with The Width of a Circle.
I remember I liked that one. I don't remember exactly what it was
the one
about.
that was like dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, that was interesting. Kind of. Yeah. I don't know, it feels like a long time ago now. It's like a month ago, right?
Yeah.
Maybe even 2.
So then we had All the Mad Men.
Yeah, that one, it comes across a little bit crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like he's one of the madmen.
Well, like we've established that he had
creative.
schizophrenia.
Yeah.
And his brother did, and that song was about him worrying he would also fall victim to it later in life. Then we had Black Country Rock.
I don't know what
I think that you didn't like that one.
Was that the one with all the guitar work on it? That was pretty cool.
No.
No, it wasn't that.
That was
one.
The Width of a Circle, I think.
I didn't like Black Country Rock that much.
It was the one that just repeated it. That was like Black Country Rock. Ding, 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 ding.
What else was on there?
So the one after that was After All.
After All.
The one that was just acoustic.
Yeah, that one seemed to go on for a long time. I mean, the music was fine.
Then there was Running Gun Blues.
Yeah, that one. I think that was supposed to be a criticism of the war. If you took it at face value, it came across as pretty harsh, like
just psychopathic.
Yeah, just don't care about killing anybody kind of
Then
thing.
we have Savior Machine.
Savior Machine was like, I think that was also a criticism of politics. That was interesting. I remember that one kind of making me think.
I really like the lyrics of that one though, and just the sound of it. Then we have the one with the best guitar solo on the album, She Shook Me Cold. I don't know if you remember the long guitar solo in that.
I do. I remember that song, it felt like that song needed a couple more verses. Like it was off to a pretty good start.
To me though, that was the band song.
Went into instrumental and like the band was showing off.
Because I feel like, you know, on a band album, when there's a band, they usually have 1 or 2 or 3 songs that are like, here's a show off of the band's potential. So we don't just have the lead singer in the spotlight the whole time. But since it's David Bowie, he was more of a single artist, so even when he had a quote-unquote band, he really was just still David Bowie. He just had an actual name for the band, unlike later. Even though most of the guitar work on Diamond Dogs is his work, which he does pretty impressive guitar work in replacement of Mick Ronson. Anyways, then we have the next track that everybody knows, The Man Who Sold the World, that Nirvana did, but his is better.
Track, right?
Yeah.
For this album?
Alright, here we go into The Man Who Sold the World, and we're going to switch to the car now because it's actually colder than I thought it was.
It is. That sun is not doing much for us.
It's
pretty cute.
Up on the stair, we spoke of was and when, although I wasn't there. He said I was his friend, which came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes, I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Your face to face made my way back home. I searched for form and land. For years and years I roamed. I gazed a gazeless stare at all the millions here. We must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Who knows? Not me. We never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world.
Title track, The Man Who Sold the World.
Yeah, that was really good. A good blend of instrumental and lyrics. I'm not quite sure what it means.
So, do you want me to tell you the
'Cause
first?
the refrain
Your
is like,
first.
you're face to face with the man who sold the
You
world.
go with your interpretation. How about you look up the lyrics?
Okay, that's an idea.
Pause it. So while you're looking at the lyrics, tell me what you thought of the overall sound of it.
It was good. It has that scratchy. It sounds very 70s to me. Like, I don't know when this was released, but like
I think that one was more of a psychedelic one than hard rock.
The instruments had more of a psychedelic, kind of out there, otherworldly sort of a vibe to it.
I feel like that's David Bowie's first otherworldly sounding song. Other than Memory of a Free Festival. That one's just strange, though. Also, when I re-listened to Please Mr. Gravedigger, the one you hated, it's actually not the worst Bowie track. We can all agree that The Laughing Gnome is the worst.
Yeah, I think The Laughing Gnome is pretty terrible. Yeah.
If you're looking for like a fun, silly song, then there you go. If you're looking for top-tier Bowie, then don't listen to that one. Listen to like Heroes, but that's not top tier in my opinion. Heroes is not his best. It's just a super big fan favorite, famous popular song that's so famous and popular that it overshadows his truly greatest work. Which usually, in my opinion, the truly greatest work of an artist is usually not considered their truly greatest.
Well, their greatest isn't always their most popular.
Yeah.
Never lost control.
So what is your interpretation?
That's shook his hand. He's meeting somebody he hasn't seen for years ago. It's like, oh no, it wasn't me. It does feel like someone who had a nervous breakdown or a mental breakdown and like has gaps in their life. and doesn't recognize part of their story. And then the chorus comes in and describes that person who had that nervous breakdown, who's the I in the earlier part of the song, as the man who sold the world. That's my interpretation.
So here's the best interpretation. In my opinion, this is the best one, is that it's Bowie talking to his future self. Which hints at the second version of the chorus being, we never lost control, like there's two of him.
Him and his future self?
Yeah. Like they never lost control in the past or the future.
Interesting.
I think you should take a look back at the lyrics again, because I want to see if you can see that interpretation as being a good one.
It says he had written the song 4 years earlier at age 19. I feel like there's two stories going on here, honestly. Because even if it's his future self, it's like, we never lost control, and you're face to face with the man who sold the world. Like, he gave up, he lost it all. He lost
Well, maybe the
something.
two stories are about both versions of him.
So I feel like there's two stories there, and one is like, we never lost control, we were always in charge, it was always fine, and the other is that I sold the whole world. Like, a big disaster, a bad decision. I lost everything.
Maybe the man who sold the world is also like he sold them in the way of tricking people. Like, I sold them, they thought I was like this guy or something, and then in the future everybody like knew he just sold them.
So I feel it's more like he sold himself out.
Yeah.
Like he lost whatever it was that he had going on for him. That's where I feel it, but...
Next is the final track, The Supermen.
Okay.
Which a lot of people like that one. There was even one video, I don't know how many people rank it here. There was one video that ranked it as the best song their favorite song on the album, so... I don't know, it's not my favorite. My favorite is probably The Width of a Circle. I don't know, that one's just long and good. So let's go to The Supermen. So that was The Supermen.
That was interesting. He says it took long ago, these gods that don't. It seems they don't suffer, but they don't have love. And like they're almost like in prison, they're chained. It says, wondrous beings chained to life. No death for the perfect men. But then the line is, so softly a super god cries. Like, it's not all great, they're sad inside somewhere.
Oh, do you
That's
agree
really interesting
with me that guitar solo is too short?
It is pretty short, yeah.
I wish it was longer, because I actually really like that guitar solo.
This is interesting. I don't know exactly what Bowie meant by this song, but it does seem like almost giving up on the dream of being a super being, because it would also not be great. Like, no joy, but no pain.
Usually after YouTubers state their interpretation, they look it up, so I think you should do that. Look up what people interpret of this one.
Okay.
Okay, so now we've looked up the official interpretations of this.
Yeah, so this one is saying that it's about the fall of mythical immortal beings who are destroyed by their own mortality and desire for death. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but it says it starts with Friedrich Nietzsche's idea of the Superman. It gives it a tragic interpretation. They lack purpose, they're chained to life. Their life becomes unbearable because of that. Huh. Like they would kill themselves or allow themselves to die because their life with no suffering has no meaning, no joy. Interesting.
So what
Very
did you think
interesting.
of this album? From what you can remember of the rest of it.
Parts of it are very, like this one, The Superman, is very much of an existential crisis kind of thing. Like, What's the point of it all?
And as you can see, compared to the previous album, it's a lot different.
There does seem
The
to be a lot of
style.
anxiety and anxiousness in this album.
I'm talking about this just overall, like the genre of the album. You can tell is very, very different from his last one.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it has some pop influences, but he's all over the map in terms of even different voice, the different registers that he's singing in, the types of music.
So
Some rock influence for sure.
so far, after this album, we have your ranking of the albums. So let's have you rank for them from worst to best. So where do you put his debut album? Worst, best, or in the middle somewhere?
I think that was toward the bottom.
All right, now for his second album, where do we?
Which was the second
that
album?
Space Oddity.
Space Oddity. Put that one in the middle.
And so is this one the best so far out of the three? Or is Space Oddity better than this one?
Oh, that's a hard question. They both had songs I liked and songs I didn't. I think I would rank this one a little bit higher. I did like some of his folk stuff in the earlier albums. I do like that.
Okay, so now, since we finished this album, we're going to move on to the one everybody, if you've been following the series, the one you guys are probably waiting for, Hunky Dory. So here we go. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.